The world is changing. Fast. What we could afford yesterday is a luxury today. This isn't about fancy gadgets or exotic vacations. This is about the essentials: food on the table, a roof overhead, and the ability to care for our families. The cost of living is skyrocketing, and it's hitting hard. Like a relentless storm, it's impacting families across the globe. At the grocery store, prices are climbing higher, shrinking our purchasing power with each swipe of the debit card. The gas pump feels like a bottomless pit, draining our wallets with every fill-up. Even the security of a home is becoming a distant dream for many as rent and mortgage rates soar. It's about parents skipping meals to feed their children. It's about families choosing between paying rent and buying medicine. This cost of living crisis is a global phenomenon, a storm that knows no borders. We're all in the same boat, battling the same relentless waves of rising prices and economic uncertainty. Inflation, job instability, and supply chain disruptions are just a few of the culprits driving this perfect storm. Remember the days when you could fill your grocery cart without emptying your bank account? Those days seem like a distant memory. The price of food, a basic human need, has skyrocketed. Fruits, vegetables, meat, and dairy, everything costs more, putting a strain on household budgets. Energy prices are surging, making it more expensive to heat our homes, power our vehicles, and even turn on the lights. Layoffs are becoming more common, and wages aren't keeping pace with inflation. The reality is, we live in uncertain times. The cost of living crisis is a stark reminder that we can't predict the future, but we can prepare for it. We can't control the global economy, but we can control how we respond to it. The instinct to survive is deeply ingrained in us. Today, that survival instinct calls for a different kind of preparedness. It's no longer just about surviving in the wilderness, but about surviving and thriving in the face of economic adversity. This is where survival stockpiling comes in, a practical and empowering strategy to navigate these challenging times. Survival stockpiling. It might sound like something out of a doomsday prepper's handbook, but it's becoming increasingly relevant in today's world. Forget the image of underground bunkers and gas masks. We're talking about a practical approach to economic uncertainty. Think of it as a financial safety net, a buffer against the unpredictable nature of the world. In essence, survival stockpiling involves gradually building up a reserve of essential items to see you through tough times. This isn't about panicking. It's about being prepared. It's about taking control of your destiny and ensuring the well-being of you and your loved ones when the going gets tough. Survival stockpiling isn't about living in fear, it's about living with confidence. Remember building forts as kids? We used blankets, pillows, chairs, anything to create a safe haven, a place of comfort and security. Survival stockpiling is like building a fort for your future, a safety net woven from cans of food, bottles of water, and essential supplies. Every can of soup, every extra gallon of water, every first aid kit, these become building blocks of resilience. Each item represents peace of mind, a small victory against uncertainty. This isn't about hoarding or stockpiling mountains of unnecessary items. It's about strategic planning and prioritizing essential needs. It's about gradually building up a supply of food, water, medicine, and other necessities that can sustain you and your family for an extended period. Just like having an emergency fund provides financial security, a well-stocked pantry provides food security and peace of mind. The benefits of survival stockpiling extend far beyond the practical. While having a reserve of essential supplies is crucial, the psychological impact of being prepared is equally significant. It's about gaining a sense of control in an increasingly uncertain world. When we feel prepared, we feel empowered. We shed the weight of worry and replace it with the confidence that comes from knowing we can handle whatever comes our way. This peace of mind is invaluable, especially in times of crisis. Imagine the difference between facing a storm with a well-stocked pantry and facing it with empty shelves. Preparation is a powerful antidote to panic. Survival stockpiling isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about building resilience, both financially and emotionally. It's about creating a buffer that allows you to navigate challenges without being crippled by fear or uncertainty. When you're no longer consumed by worries about putting food on the table or having essential supplies, you free up mental energy to focus on other areas of your life. This newfound resilience can translate into greater opportunities, both personally and professionally. Imagine being able to pursue a passion project, start a side hustle, or invest in your education because you have the financial security that comes with being prepared. Survival stockpiling can empower you to take risks, seize opportunities, and live life on your own terms. It's about shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. The essentials food, fueling your body for the long haul. We all need to eat. It's a basic human need. When it comes to survival stockpiling, food sits at the top of the list. Think of your pantry as your lifeline, your source of sustenance when times get tough. Start by stocking up on non-perishable items with a long shelf life. Canned goods are your best friend. Soups, vegetables, fruits, beans, tuna, chicken. The options are endless. These are your building blocks, your go-to meals when fresh food is scarce. Don't forget about carbohydrates. Rice, pasta, oats, and flour are essential for providing energy and keeping you going. Protein is crucial for maintaining muscle mass and overall health. Water, the elixir of life. Stockpiling for hydration. Water is life. It's as simple as that. We can survive for weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Stockpiling water is non-negotiable, a top priority in your survival plan. The general rule of thumb is to store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. This should cover drinking, cooking, and basic hygiene. However, consider your individual needs and climate. Hot weather and strenuous activity will increase your water requirements. Store water in clean, food-grade containers. You can purchase commercially available water storage containers or repurpose large soda bottles. Just make sure to sanitize them thoroughly before use. Consider investing in a water filtration system. This will allow you to purify water from alternative sources, such as rainwater or even rivers and streams, in case your stored water runs out. First aid and medical supplies, patching up life's little emergencies. Accidents happen. Being prepared for minor injuries and illnesses is crucial, especially when access to medical care may be limited. A well-stocked first aid kit is like having a mini clinic at your fingertips. Start with the basics: bandages, antiseptic wipes, gauze pads, antibiotic ointment, pain relievers, and allergy medication. These are your first line of defense against cuts, scrapes, burns, and allergic reactions. Don't forget about chronic conditions. If you or a family member rely on prescription medications, ensure you have an ample supply on hand. Talk to your doctor about obtaining extra refills to build a buffer. Include a first aid manual in your kit. Section 4. Light and warmth. Staying safe and comfortable. When the grid goes down, imagine a power outage on a cold winter night. The lights go out, the heating shuts down, and darkness envelops everything. Being prepared for such scenarios is not just about comfort, it's about safety. Stock up on flashlights and headlamps. Ensure you have plenty of batteries to power them. Candles and lanterns can provide ambient light, but use them cautiously to prevent fire hazards. Consider investing in a solar-powered generator. This will allow you to power essential appliances and devices, such as a refrigerator or a radio, during extended power outages. Warmth is crucial, especially in colder climates. Section 5. Tools and Supplies. Equipping yourself for self-reliance. In a survival situation, being resourceful and self-reliant is paramount. Having the right tools and supplies can make a world of difference. A multi-tool is like having a toolbox in your pocket. Look for one with a knife, pliers, screwdriver, saw, and other essential functions. Duct tape. Need I say more? This versatile adhesive can fix almost anything, from patching up a torn tent to creating a makeshift splint. Rope and cordage are invaluable for securing shelters, hanging tarps, and countless other tasks. Choose strong, durable materials like paracord or nylon rope. A tarp can serve as a makeshift shelter, a ground cover, or a rain catcher. Section 1. Stockpiling on a budget, stretching your dollar further. Stockpiling might sound expensive, but it doesn't have to break the bank. Remember, we're playing a long game here, building a safety net over time. Think of it as a marathon, not a sprint. Small, consistent steps are key. Start by assessing your current spending habits. Are there areas where you can cut back without sacrificing necessities? That daily latte? The subscription box you barely use? Redirecting even small amounts can add up over time. Next, incorporate stockpiling into your regular grocery shopping. Instead of buying 1 can of beans, buy 2. Grab an extra bag of rice when it's on sale. These small additions won't strain your budget but will gradually build your stockpile. Section 2. Space. It's not just for astronauts. Finding storage solutions. We've got the supplies, now where do we put it all? Storage is crucial for maintaining a well-organized and accessible stockpile. Remember, we're not building a bunker here. We're integrating this into our everyday lives. Think like an urban planner. Assess your available space. Underbed storage, the back of closets, that awkward corner in the basement. These are all potential stockpiling zones. Get creative. Shelving units are your best friend. They maximize vertical space, allowing you to store more in a smaller footprint. Clear storage bins are great for grouping similar items and keeping things visible. Label everything. This might seem tedious, but trust me. Section 3. The rotation game. Keeping your stockpile fresh and ready. Stockpiling isn't about hoarding. It's about having a readily available supply of fresh and usable items. This means adopting a system of rotation, ensuring nothing expires or goes to waste. Think of your stockpile as a grocery store. New items go in the back, older items move to the front. This ensures you're using the oldest items first, maximizing freshness and minimizing waste. When adding new items to your stockpile, check the expiration dates. Store items with longer shelf lives towards the back and those with shorter shelf lives towards the front. Make it a habit to check your stockpile regularly. Once a month, take inventory, check for expired items, and reorganize as needed. Section 4. Deals and Steals, becoming a savvy stockpiling shopper. Stockpiling on a budget requires a strategic mindset. Hunt for deals, leverage sales, and maximize purchasing power. The thrill of the hunt meets the satisfaction of a well-stocked pantry. Master coupons and discounts. Newspapers, online coupon websites, and store loyalty programs are your best friends. Combine coupons with sale prices for maximum savings. Buy in bulk when it makes sense. Items like rice, beans, pasta, and canned goods are cheaper in larger quantities. Shop at discount grocery stores or warehouse clubs. These stores offer lower prices on essentials. Pay attention to seasonal sales. Canned goods go on sale in the fall. Winter is great for cold weather gear. Plan purchases strategically. Stockpiling is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, resourceful, and take advantage of deals to build a robust stockpile. Imagine this. You've got a garage overflowing with canned goods, water bottles stacked to the ceiling, enough toilet paper to last a lifetime. Stockpiling is about preparedness, not paranoia. Overstocking can lead to waste. Food expires, supplies deteriorate, and that mountain of stuff becomes a burden. We're aiming for a sustainable system, not a doomsday bunker. Space is a premium. Living in a cluttered environment can create stress and anxiety, defeating the purpose of building a sense of security. Focus on quality over quantity. Choose items you and your family will actually use and rotate them regularly. Overspending is a slippery slope. It's easy to get caught up in the thrill of the hunt, snapping up deals and filling every available space. But remember your budget. Stockpiling should enhance your financial security, not jeopardize it. Be realistic about your needs. Assess your storage capacity, your family size, and your consumption habits. A well-planned stockpile is a right-sized stockpile, one that meets your specific requirements without going overboard. Expiration dates. Those tiny numbers can be a source of anxiety, but they're not an instant death sentence. Understanding expiration dates is key. Best by dates indicate peak quality, while use by dates are about safety. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Treat your stockpile like a grocery store, moving older items to the front. This ensures you're using items before they expire. Maximizing freshness and minimizing waste. Don't be afraid to experiment. Open it up, give it a sniff test, and use your judgment. If in doubt, throw it out. Composting is your friend. Expired food doesn't have to go to waste. Reducing your environmental impact and creating nutrient-rich soil for your garden. In a survival scenario, it's tempting to adopt a go-it-alone mentality. But remember, we're social creatures, hardwired for connection and cooperation. Self-sufficiency is a myth. Community is our greatest strength. Connect with your neighbors. Share information, resources, and skills. Knowing your neighbors can be invaluable in an emergency, providing a support system and a sense of shared responsibility. Support local businesses. When you invest in your community, you're investing in its resilience. Local businesses create jobs, foster connections, and contribute to a more vibrant and self-sufficient community. Volunteer your time and skills. Whether it's helping out at a local food bank or sharing your knowledge of first aid, every act of service strengthens the fabric of your community. Remember, preparedness isn't just about individual survival, it's about collective resilience. By working together, supporting each other, and building strong communities, we can weather any storm that comes our way. Stockpiling is like having a fire extinguisher. You hope you never have to use it, but you want to be prepared if the need arises. The same goes for your survival skills and supplies. Regular testing is crucial. Don't wait for an emergency to use your gear. Plan a camping trip, participate in a survival skills workshop, or simply practice using your equipment in a controlled environment. Familiarity breeds confidence. Conduct a home safety inspection. Check smoke detectors, fire extinguishers, and first aid kits. Make sure your supplies are readily accessible and that everyone in your household knows where to find them. Review and update your plans. Emergencies are fluid situations. Regularly review your emergency plans, evacuation routes, and communication protocols. Make adjustments as needed to ensure they remain relevant and effective. Remember, preparedness is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. By regularly testing your skills, inspecting your supplies, and updating your plans, you'll be ready to face any challenge with confidence and resilience. We've covered a lot of ground, from the rising cost of living to the nuts and bolts of building a survival stockpile. Remember that image of a fort we talked about? It's taking shape, brick by brick, can by can. We're building resilience for ourselves, for our families, for our communities. This isn't about living in fear, hoarding supplies, or waiting for the world to end. It's about taking control, being proactive. Just like we teach our kids to look both ways before crossing the street, we're equipping ourselves with the tools and knowledge to navigate whatever life throws our way. Think of it like this. We're part of a tribe, a global community facing shared challenges. The cost of living might be rising, but so is our collective determination to adapt and overcome. We're resourceful, we're resilient, and by supporting each other, we'll weather any storm. Remember, preparedness is contagious. When you take steps to secure your future, you inspire those around you to do the same. It's a ripple effect, spreading confidence and resilience throughout our communities. Every can of food, every gallon of water, every first aid kit. These aren't just supplies. They're symbols of our commitment to security and well-being. They represent our refusal to be caught off guard, our determination to protect what matters most. Imagine facing uncertainty, not with fear, but with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're prepared. That's the power of a well-stocked pantry and a well-honed skill set. It's a shield against adversity, a source of strength in challenging times. Survival stockpiling isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about facing the future with courage, knowing you have the resources and resilience to overcome any obstacle. So take that first step. Start small, stay consistent, and never stop learning. Your journey to preparedness begins now. The future belongs to the prepared. Let's face it head on together.